Tommy,
Yes.
how you doing? So, like as always, when I first meet someone, it's always a trouble because we're trying not to talk too much before going into it. But FFF, gotta ask first of all, because I saw the name on flyers and on lineups and then on labels, in the last few years. And I always thought people would have done a typo or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean that rudely.
No, I get it.
But where does... So I heard a theory about why you have this name. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to start there. I'm curious where the name comes from.
Well, since I've started making music, I'm making music with trackers.
Yes.
And FFF is a code, like a programming thing.
Right.
So to go to the fastest.
Yeah. Speed.
Yeah.
So it's a speed reference for tracker. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the rumor that I heard?
Oh yeah, tell me. There are so many.
I'm not gonna reveal who told me this.
No.
F is the sixth letter of the alphabet,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I was like, wait. So I was talking to someone this morning, the very God-fearing man, and I said, yeah, because I heard that his name is FFF because he named himself after 666 for the devil. And he's like, oh, Chris, you sure you should be interviewing this guy? He might be a devil worshiper. I said, well, look, let me just go. I'm going to talk to him and just ask him and then find out. So you know who you are. It's okay. It's tracker code. It's fine. So all you God-fearing people, he's not Beelzebub. He's not trying to bring the devil through jungle. It's just about tracker. It's nerdy tracker
Or
shit.
am I? No.
Actually, maybe that's what the devil wants you to think. Shit. See, you got us all. But anyway, all right, let's move on. So where did it start for you then, Tom? Where did it start?
I think I started DJing in when I was 11 or 12, 91, 92. And back in my hometown, Vlissingen.
Right,
Southwest of Holland. And I started DJing with house music and with techno stuff, like Underground Resistance and
classic.
And we had a local record shop that had quite a lot of imports, and that's where I bought my first breakbeat stuff from the UK. And they had Italian piano stuff. And
Italian house,
it was perfect. Like in that area of the Netherlands, there's not much going on. And I was so happy that there was at least one shop where I could buy.
What's the name of the shop? Is it still there?
No, it's not there anymore.
Okay.
They had it was like a drive-in rental place, and they had a small shop on the side with selling records.
Yeah.
I found so much amazing stuff. One of the first Tom and Jerry records I bought over there.
Excellent.
Yeah. So they had good stuff.
Yeah. And so it started off as a house techno.
Yeah. I think back then everything was still one thing.
Yeah.
It was all just just house music.
Yeah. It was because it was back. Yeah, because I remember you'd see. I remember. Well, I don't know what year we're talking about, but I remember back in the day you'd see Carl Cox and then Fabio and Groove Rider and be Carl Craig and different people all be on the same lineup.
Yeah,
kind of wish for those days again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Distant Planet, to be fair.
True.
And I've got to shout out Hughesy and Louise Plus One, Hugh G, and Louise Plus One, and all the family Distant Planet, because they've definitely embodied that early day rave culture.
Yeah.
More than anyone has ever done, as far as I'm concerned. They're amazing. Oh, look, the Distant Planet logo's just here off camera. So I got to shout out you guys, definitely. So anyway, carry on, please. Sorry.
Yeah, and I started producing I think it was mid 90s. Mm-hmm. Before that, I was experimenting with sound because I'm really into experimental noise type stuff. Yeah. So I was making tape loops and feedback with I had a old tape deck and a mixer and just let it loop through and make feedback. And then I had Walkmans with tape loops going through there, and with my sisters, she had like keyboard lessons, and I took that as well, and played on top of that and just make weird music.
That's brilliant, man.
And then
so much information.
When my parents finally bought a PC for themselves, but I sort of took control of it and installed Fast Tracker, and that was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And so you've just always been a tracker.
Yeah.
So you've just always stayed a tracker.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. That's Renoise. Yeah.
Oh, is that Renoise?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's sort of where it's sort of now.
Yeah.
And what? Like, shout out Busy Bee, obviously.
Yeah. 100%.
And 100% shout out Busy Bee, 100% Equinox.
Yeah.
And Pete Cannon, got to give you a shout out to. And actually, someone recently I just met, I called her the Amiga Warrior. There's a young lady in Amsterdam, and she's a real tracker Amiga.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to link you up.
Oh,
she's amazing. She does like, she like links them, and she's got all this crazy hardware to do stuff with, like, but she uses older technology, like Amigas and stuff, but she's amazing. I'm sorry, I forgot your name, I'm so sorry, but you know who you are if you're seeing this. But there's definitely like that culture, isn't there, with the tracker thing. I mean, talk about that. Is that something that, have you become somewhat of a name within that community, would you say, or is it?
No, I don't really think so.
You don't really think
because
that,
a lot of people don't know what kind of software or whatever I use, but
I find that tracker people are quite evangelistical. They sort of let people know.
Yeah. I will talk about it when people ask me about it. Yeah. For me, it's the way to go. Like I try different stuff as well, like Ableton, and I thought Ableton was nice for doing live sets, but. For producing music, it's
there's something about that code.
The workflow for me is because also Fast Tracker. It's the same same programming. So for me, it was when Renoise came along, it was a no-brainer.
Because am I right in saying that Renoise hasn't? Sorry, we're sort of looking off camera because his laptop's just off camera here. But am I right in saying that Renoise has it got? So someone that uses Ableton like me would, but then I also used to use Octamed back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Right, like, has it got a little bit of both, or is it just really trackery?
It's tracker.
For one of a better
is,
phrase.
But like Renoise is really expanded. Like you can use like VSTs and stuff as well.
Yes.
And like there's so much more than what you could do with like the first wave of trackers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And do you think that, because I always feel like the tracker guys, that's sort of part of their set, it's sort of, you can almost, I don't know if I could ever really tell if I could hear that someone's using a tracker. I don't know.
Okay.
Would you say?
I'm not sure, because sometimes I hear stuff and then I later find out that it's made on a tracker.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I can't really hear it.
Yeah. Because I think if someone's good enough, it's good enough.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's just a matter of your creativity and
Right, okay.
It's the same, like there's some people making amazing tunes on Fruity Loops, for instance. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Yeah, that's true. So let's go back to you're buying records. You just sort of said you're still sort of in that house fusion kind of sort of phase. So when did you started producing with the first PC? That's where we got up to. Yeah. So is that when the jungle thing kind of kicked off for you, or did you start with house?
No, it was always like breakbeat orientated stuff, like a lot of breakcore type. That was the first stuff I made.
You started with breakcore?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
After hearing labels like digital hardcore recordings, Ambush, Praxis, that sort of stuff really influenced me back then. And it always had, I made some jungle tunes back then as well. Really shit though. But, it's always when you start. But no, it's it was mostly like quite fucked up.
Yeah, because we were talking about Tiger Beat 6. Shout out Kid 606, and just like the early inception of breakcore. I mean, like
I think before Tiger Beat there was like a wave before. Like,
was it?
Yeah, labels like digital hardcore recordings. It's like mid 90s. I think started, and then Ambush and Praxis, like the
Okay.
yeah.
And where were they based?
Praxis was, I think, back when they started was in London, I think.
Right, okay.
And Ambush was also London based.
Oh wow, okay. So then maybe it's a bit longer because, like I said, I told you when
and Digital Hardcore is German.
German, yes, actually, yeah, I think so. Because I wonder if that was that Impossible. Do you remember Impossible Records?
Oh, the name sounds familiar.
They used to put out some weird, like left field tech steppy, breakcore fusion shit.
Yeah, maybe if I see the
really
labels,
mental stuff, really good stuff. Maybe they sent me promos back in the day, but it's really like out there. But it did inspire me, definitely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you still make? Would you say you arguably still make it, or because it seems like most of the stuff you make now?
It's like once in a while I make some stuff.
Just have a little crazy one.
Yeah, or at least like jungle stuff that has like hints of breakcore.
Yeah. And he never went into the hard thing.
Like the
hard, because we're in Rotterdam.
I like the Gabba.
Yeah.
I made some Gabba stuff, but and definitely influenced by it.
Is it that most jungle producers in Rotterdam probably has made Gabba at some point?
Oh yeah.
See, I'm doing the proper, but
but it's also like labels like Roughneck and even Rotterdam Records. They had some B-sides with like breakbeats in it because they played. It was like DJ Panic, like the Rotterdam Gabba DJ.
Yeah.
He used to play like Night Force and stuff like that as well. So there is a bit of and I think that 93 is like I love that so much.
It's been so interesting living here.
Yeah.
Because so shout out Footstepper, but it's just in the like that Gabba sound.
Yeah.
It's just it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You go out like. King's Day is a great example.
Yeah.
You go out in Rotterdam and different people playing all sorts of different music. And then someone will play that Gabba, that kick. And then everyone has got...
do the Dutch
everyone does
dancing.
the dance. Everyone does the dance. Doesn't matter. There's small grandmothers. Everyone. It's just part of the culture. And at some point, I just sort of was like, oh, fuck it. All right. You know what I mean? Like, got to do it. If you can't beat them, join them. It was brilliant. I wasn't doing it when I first started here, but... Yeah, I'll do it now. It's hilarious. But it's like, it's so part of it. But continue. Sorry, please.
I love that crossover. Do you know it's like the PCP label from Frankfurt? It's like the Gabba hard techno label. But they had a sub-label called White Breaks.
Right.
And it was like all this Rotterdam synths, but mixed with like breakbeats nicked from like suburban bass and stuff. And I think it was around 93 or so, and that label was so influential to me. Like, it's so good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And I suppose you've got it in this monumental record collection.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, we've got to talk because, like I said to you, Tom, when I came in here, this image, and you'll know the image I'm probably talking about. If you know FFF's music, you know about him, of all this beautiful record collection here. So this is this where it started. You started buying the records in that one shop, and then you've just been...
It never stopped.
Never stopped. So is it... Talk about it. I mean, like, is it mostly... What is it? What are the records?
It's all over the place, to be honest. Like, there's disco, Italo disco, house music, all the breakbeat-orientated stuff.
Yeah.
And so electro... some jazz, a lot of electronic music from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s as well.
50s electronic, okay.
Yeah.
So very wide.
Yeah, really wide. Yeah. But also like sampling is such an important part of my music. Yeah. So I buy, like when I go record shopping or thrift shopping or whatever, and I find a record and I see like, they used an ARP or a Moog or whatever, and I was like, I have to check this, and maybe there's something in there that I can use, or maybe something just to listen to. But it's all over the place.
It's important.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you embody that spirit of like a traditional jungle sampler, like that guy, you know?
Yeah, because I always really loved the hip hop way of producing, like just finding one tiny bit of music and then make something new out of it. That's just magic to me.
So what do you think attracted you to jungle in the end? Because I mean, this is a jungle podcast, obviously. So, you went for a lot of different music, but now you predominantly make it. So what is it about it?
It's just the magic of the breakbeats.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is like the mixture of so many styles coming together.
Yeah.
Like you can hear someone's musical background mixed. Yeah. It's just magic.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, are there any artists that maybe influenced you necessarily in the jungle, like going through, or is it just everything?
Busy Bee is definitely one of the ones that inspired me the
Busy,
most.
when you're ready.
Yeah. Like also we booked him like years ago to play here in Rotterdam, and on the same night we had DJ Moonraker,
right?
And he was like one of the house DJs of the digital hardcore recordings.
Yeah.
So that's the two artists that I really looked up to, and it was just a magic night. And it was great to see that DJ Moonraker, when he met Brian, he was like, "Oh, I love your music so much," and he was like a fanboy.
We all are.
So,
I mean, because that's what I mean. I think recently there's been others that have been taking up that mantle of that Tracker Amiga guy.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know, what I think people really need to recognise, and you would know this, Tommy, is that up until a certain point, breakbeat and drum and bass, or what was to become then drum and bass, was very loop based, wasn't it? And Brian was one of the first to start chopping.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So the thing that we all love, disciplined rupture, technicality, in perspective, scientific wax, all the chopped up, paradox, any guy that chops breaks in any kind of way, Photech, Source Direct, Danny Breaks, doesn't matter who, none of us will be doing it.
No, without
if it wasn't for Brian.
Definitely.
And I think that doesn't get talked about enough.
No.
And actually getting quite annoyed.
He needs to get more recognition.
He needs way more recognition for that. Like, and I'm sure there's going to be people around him that are going to be saying, "Well, it wasn't just him; it was me." I respect all of that. TDK, all of you, Brain Records crew. If I've missed anyone out, I mean, no disrespect.
No.
But from a fanboy perspective, there's always going to be a conduit for that, isn't it? And Brian Busy Bee is
there's so many records he did from back then that there's nothing that sounds like those records. It's just I'm
getting goosebumps. Thinking about it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Death Trip. For me, on Brain Records, like that embodies my entire sort of teenage, raving experience. There's people that might have seen this, Ramsey, Q, Quinton, Turbo Togs. You all know who you are, and if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Playing it, 6:30 in the morning at my mum's house when they were away on holiday, like in the afters and stuff, and playing. You must think for and repeatedly playing it and stuff like that. Still buzzing on pills and stuff. Like, that tune meant so much to me, and I don't have a copy of it.
Oh, really?
I don't have a copy of it. Marlon's got a copy, bastard. But anyway, sorry. Massive digression.
No.
So, with Jungle, you're making it now. This is, let's talk about Future Retro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do they mean to you? I mean, obviously, we probably all know the answer to this. How did that relationship start? Maybe that's probably a better question.
I think it started when Ed did a remix for me on on Aminology.
Aminology, right? Yeah. Which is your label?
No.
Oh, okay.
Aminology is UK-based label.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My bad.
Well, they're not really active at the moment, but. No, but he linked me up with Ed, and then I think it was quite short after that remix we met when we both played in Blackburn.
Right.
And then since then, after that he started Future Retro.
Yeah.
And, he asked me to do a collab. And, then do some more tunes for the label.
For releases. And I see you worked with Planet Mew as well.
Yeah, 2007.
Yeah, back in the day, I was doing my little bit. I do my research, Tom. You know what I mean?
I
didn't know that.
One EP for them.
Yeah. That must have been cool.
Yeah, that was for me. Yeah, because like Mark Paradinas, like I've been following him since his releases on Reflex.
Yeah.
I love his music.
He's a bad man.
Yeah. Because he always also was one of the like Planet Mew and. Reflex, they were taking the jungle thing, but putting it in a totally different.
They're reframing it in a different way.
Which also like could be called like breakcore, but it's
absolutely
at least it has some parts of it.
Yeah,
but,
no, I've got a lot of respect for Reflex.
So when Mike Paradinas hit me up to do a release on Planet Mu, was like a dream come true.
It's a great label, and it's
it
like,
still is.
But Reflex as well, because obviously they licensed the same shit Satin from Mac and John. I don't know if you remember, they licensed that album. Did you ever see that?
Oh, I'm not sure. No, which one is that?
I can't pronounce it. Same shit Satin.
Mac
and John, right?
I remember.
Great album.
Yeah.
Great album, and shout out to I guess it must be Aphex Twin, I guess.
And Grant Wilson.
Yeah, I was Grant Wilson.
Yeah,
okay, must
Grant
have been,
Wilson and Aphex.
Yeah, must have been the someone out of that lot licensed it from Subtle Audio.
Ah,
yeah. So, what was that?
I think the printer.
All right. The takeover's begun. AI. So have you got your own label? Are you doing your own?
3 a.m.
3 a.m. So when did you start that?
The first release came out like the first month of the lockdowns.
Oh wow! Wow, okay, wow.
Yeah. So it was it was all perfect timing. Yeah. Like the Triple Vision, the distributor, they called me and was like, yeah, should we postpone the release? And I was like, no, just put it out, because there was also right before that there was a piece in DJ Mag, and there I talked about the label as well, and I was like, then you have all this hype for the label, and then the release isn't there.
Yeah. So you took the gamble.
Yeah, I took the gamble, and it went great. To be honest,
yeah.
I think the first one is still the best selling one. Or maybe the Coco Bryce one.
Yeah, the Coco Bryce one would have went. Everything that's got Coco Bryce name on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Selling like hotcakes.
It's selling like hotcakes. He should just start making hotcakes. Like, do you know what I mean? Sell those. Put Coco Bryce on them. The guy can't fail right now. It's brilliant. And he's such a lovely fella, and he's I've seen him loads lately because we've been playing out. I've been playing out. And he's such a lovely guy. It's been really good fun seeing him. So what about the future then? I mean, what's like? Have you got plans? I mean, probably not. I don't know.
Yeah. I got some plans, but life is pretty busy, and
so why is that? What if you don't, without revealing too much or as much?
I've got a kid. And,
yes. So how old? Girl, boy?
It's a boy.
Boy, and how old?
8.
8. Oh wow! Goodness me. Yeah.
So that takes a lot of time.
He's at school. He's at school now. Yeah. Right. Okay. And what's he like? Is he leaning towards the music or?
He's really into movies.
Brilliant. Nice.
Like he's writing his own scripts and stuff.
What?
So it's really funny.
It's just so common here.
Like obsessed with like Japanese kaiju, like Godzilla movies and stuff like that.
That's my son. That's mad.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
And music-wise, he's mainly into Kraftwerk and Depeche Mode and
what?
stuff like that.
Okay.
Like we took him to see Kraftwerk. I think it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 5.
Yeah.
And, they were playing a festival in Belgium.
Yeah.
And, I asked the festival if we could take him, and they were like, he could get in for free as well.
Nice.
So we took him to see them, and he was just in awe.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's his favorite music still.
My son loves breakcore.
Oh really?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when I looked on his Spotify, and he had like all Japanese breakcore.
Oh really?
But I think that's coming from the gaming thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's like the anime type.
Anime, it's
like the new wave.
Yes. There's this Japanese breakcore guy that makes some amazing Kajijama, I think his name is. He makes some amazing. But I got introduced to him from my son. Like, do you know what I mean?
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I love it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I really hope he gets more interest in other styles of music. Someday, hopefully. But yeah.
And is there anything else? Like, I mean, what you know? I mean, you. I mean, I'm looking at his living room. It's very music focused, but I'm noticing a lot of sort of like sort of memorabilia type stuff.
Yeah, all the toys and
all
stuff.
the toys and stuff. Yeah. So what's that about?
Yeah, I just I'm a hoarder.
A very neat one.
Yeah,
incredibly neat one.
No, me and Ramona were really into like going to flea markets and stuff. And searching for like 80s and 70s toys and stuff.
That's what I mean, because it's like a lot of houses in Holland. It's like there's so much structure and order to what you see.
Yeah.
But there's like a hoarding thing in everyone as well, and it's just like it's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's like you could do like a artistic, displays and stuff.
Yeah.
So is it all? Is it because it looks mostly Japanese?
No, it's.
But it's not, is it?
No.
It's from all over,
a lot of like Masters of the Universe, like American stuff.
Yeah.
And,
I've heard there's a new film coming.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I'm curious.
I really, there needs to be another attempt at doing that because there's so many of us. It's that and Thundercats.
Oh yeah.
Right, for me, if they could just somehow pull off either one of them.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because like the Masters of the Universe movie, the first one
with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. It's fun, but it's not a great movie.
If we watched it today, we'd probably both love it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember watching it at times in the past and just cringing.
Yeah.
Because it's got Courtney Cox is in it as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's like one of her first films. She obviously went on to do Friends.
Yeah.
And it's one of her first movies. So this is my autistic movie brain. But and Frank Lagalia plays Skeletor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's just...
Yeah, that movie. It's the same with the Super Mario movie. That's also the same vein, I think.
Super Mario movie. The only good thing about the Super Mario movie is the way they did the Koopa Troopers.
Oh yeah.
Right, I love the way they had that whole alternate future Koopa Trooper thing. But yeah, but there's a lot of films like now that from that period. So we're going on to movies now, but from that period that. I mean, if you're into the kind of film like Back to the Future, and,
of course,
all that sort of stuff, that you watch them now and they're terrible, but they're brilliant. I mean, I can watch Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah. Like we're now rewatching all that stuff with my son.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he loves it as well. So
it's brilliant. Have you done Jaws yet with your son?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, I went a bit early with my son. It traumatized him a little bit.
Okay. I think he can handle it.
He'll probably be all right now. Yeah, my son was about 6.
Okay.
It's a couple of years too early. It was a bit too early, but it was. I mean, Jaws is a U, just for anyone that's criticising my parenting.
Amazing movie as well.
Oh, it's one of the best. Ghostbusters as well is like just the performances between sorry, I don't know why we're totally but the performances just there, and I actually really enjoyed what they did with the new ones. I don't know if you watched Frozen Empire.
Yeah, we watched
it because it kind of held on to some of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, the movie's a big part. Would you say they're a big influence on you? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like I almost got rid of all of them now, but I used to have like a giant VHS collection as well.
Oh wow!
Like I at the times the time when all the rental places closed down.
Yeah.
I went to all the places to buy the obscure science fiction, and I watched so many like shitty movies, but. Yeah.
So what like?
But also to sample from.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, you get some
like all those Filipino war movies, and like there's almost no story. It's like I had to forward the tape because it's like 10 to 15 minutes of just shooting.
Yeah.
But sometimes in the dialogue they were talking about the jungle and stuff like that. So then it was worthwhile to spend a Sunday watching
the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing with sampling, especially in that format, because you've got, you've got to use the VHS. Oh my God. And it's like nowadays you could just grab a YouTube video and just pull it in and have a look through on the WAV file.
Yeah, that's it.
But I guess there's something very sort of visceral and fun about it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
I mean, do you have days where you just sample then? Would you say that? Or do you find yourself sampling?
I used to do it more often, but once in a while I just
just go out.
Go to just listen to records and then take the best bits that I need. And,
So what tune of yours then would you say is like the one that most people, where sort of like this is the one that people started to really pay attention to my music?
Yeah, it's really.
Or is there a number of tunes?
It's like in different times.
Yeah.
Like I think the Planet Mu release really,
Yeah.
I gained like a bigger audience. But yeah, and I think the like jungle wise, it was really the first things I released together with Joel, like the Mure Massive ones.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
I can't really name like a specific tune or so, but.
And how long have you known Coco Bryce? Because he seems obviously with a lot of the Dutch artists, he knows everyone. But
yeah, I think we met like late '90s, like at free parties.
Right. Yeah. Because I didn't know his free party squat background thing. I didn't know because he didn't mention it in his podcast, and then I only found out about it when we were at Acid Forest.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, man,
no, I know."
Because he knew everyone there.
Yeah. Because that festival was like based in that. Like
but I didn't know there was like generations of like families that have.
But it's the same with Tommy the Cat. He's also from the same. Yeah, we all know each other for ages. So.
But he explained that to me. Tommy the Cat was telling me how his dad and his grandfather squatted in the same space.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's just little things you learn about when you come and you live here. You're sort of like squatting culture. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like lots of people squat here. And it's not like Trustafarians like in the UK.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the UK, it's just like, sort of people. Well, I'm generalising a little bit, but I've met a lot of people that so-called squatters who have huge barristers for dads. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And they could go back to mummy and daddy's home. But this is not about that. This is about the real kind of lifestyle. So, have you ever been? Are you part of that? Did you ever squat?
I squatted. I think this was maybe around 2001 or so, and I squatted for 2 years only. So
2 years.
Yeah,
so that's what I mean. It's sort of like just. I've never squatted in my
life.
No. I mean? It's like, but a lot of people here have done that.
Yeah.
So I mean, what would you say is the state of the Dutch jungle scene at the moment? What would you? I know there's a separation with jungle and drum and bass here. I just mean in general.
Yeah, I think it's there's a lot of people playing it, a lot of people making it, but there's not enough parties, I think.
for what you play, you feel?
Yeah.
I would agree.
It's like drum and bass. There's more.
Yes.
But, it's like.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, because I've started to see, because I play it cheeky. I've played at a number of Dutch events now, and you sort of see that there is people, at Cat in the Bag, for example. That's all right. At Cat in the Bag, for example, shout out to Sammy. You can see that there's people in Atlantis and a couple of nights up there. You can see people are really appreciating and enjoying chop breaks and more progressive stuff. But that's sort of all Amsterdam based. That's one of the things I wanted to try and change about Roffa. Trying to really try and bring that back. Shout out to DJ Blaze though for bringing, that's because it was great. That was a great night at Worm.
Yeah, and of course Prospect as well. Like they were the ones that were doing like jungle and breakcore when nobody else were doing it. When we stopped doing the breakcore go-go and Wreck Havoc nights over here, then they kept on doing.
No, they're legendary Prospects, and that's probably people aren't quite as aware of them in the UK or in other places, but Prospects. I think I always heard of. No, that's a lie. I'd always heard of Prospects coming up. But I don't think everyone had heard of. You know what I mean?
No, okay.
But I think
because they done quite a lot of like label nights.
They did do label nights in the UK. They did. But I think it did only appeal to a very sort of like, left of centre crowd. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And that's not to diss them in any kind of way. It's they've got a particular sound, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So and again, it's like people like Danger Chamber Digital, for example. When he does his nights, I always shout out Y2. He's a very, very, very specific thing. Similar to Distant Planet.
Yeah.
Very specific thing they're going for, which is part of the reason why I haven't played, because I don't have the records. But like, because I've asked them so many times, it's like, you don't have the records. Yeah, it's true, I don't. I can't go back that far. But like people like Equinox Catton and he's brilliant at it, and he's just the best.
He's the best. Yeah.
Like the last time I was at Distant Planet, and again, I'm going to big him up again. There was a kid who was in the audience, and he'd never seen a vinyl set.
Right? Oh, wow, really?
And his first vinyl set experience was Equinox.
Okay, yeah.
I said, you are so fucking lucky.
Yeah. Or not, because everything that comes after it.
Well, actually, shit. See, that's such a Dutch approach. Oh, you see, you've ruined it for me now.
I'm sorry.
Because I was no. But that's so typically Dutch. But like, but yeah, actually, his life's ruined forever. No. But like, but for him, I was thinking his first. I mean, I don't think my first vinyl DJ experience would have been someone as good as Equinox.
No,
I know it wasn't.
No,
with all due
definitely
respect to whoever that DJ was, I don't know who you are, but I can't remember exactly because I can't remember. Because if it was that good,
yeah.
I remember the first Nutty One was one of the first vinyl DJs who I used to consistently remember, and then very short after Randall. But shout out Nutty One, DJ Nutty One, Laserdrome for those that know. But yeah, he was someone that in terms of seeing a vinyl DJ that was amazing at his craft. He was one of the first DJs, and actually, a friend of mine called Turbo Togs, is Joe LeGroove now, and he was one of the first vinyl DJs that I saw in person. He was a friend. He was really amazing at DJing as well. But for that kid, he got to see Equinox.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant. But that's why I love Distant Planet. It's brilliant.
It's also always when Equinox is playing at Distant Planet, everyone that has to follow him is like really nervous.
Yes. It's like going on after Dave Chappelle or something. Do you know what I mean? It's a problem. Yeah. It's a problem. It's like you don't want to go on after Marlon, really. No. Like, and I mean, I stupidly did. No, I didn't. I went because I knew it would have been a mistake, so I went on before him because I let him finish the night at OT 301. Because it's like you don't want to go on after him. It's like it's a nightmare. It's like no one wants to follow him. So what's the plans for the label then? With 3am?
I got some things lined up, but it's all like I have to spend more time just finishing.
Right, okay. I mean, is there an ethos for the label, or is it just sort of like whatever comes my way that I like, I just want to put
that's sort of, right. Yeah. It's not, I don't have like a written manuscript or something for it. No, it's just, music from people I like, like the artists I really love. And, that's mainly it. Like if I hear something I really love, then I want to release it. That's it.
Yeah, and Rotterdam. I was very happy to hear that you lived in Rotterdam, obviously. But how long have you lived here?
I think I moved here like 97 or so. Yeah.
And I mean, like the scene here, because when I came here like almost 3 years ago, there wasn't anything really jungle based going on, and obviously we've had unlocked and a couple of things started since then. Yeah. But was there something before that? I mean,
definitely. Yeah. You had like Illinois, was like and Major League. There was like a Triple Vision related event. Yeah. There was quite a lot happening. Like, and also, breakcore wise, there were a lot of nights as well. Yeah. So it was also the reason why I moved to Rotterdam, because there was like back then you had like the waterfront and the night town and like those venues where there was something good on almost every weekend in either one of them. So
I've heard about this waterfront place. I'm gutted. It feels like it was like the Rotterdam version of The End. Okay. It was like that club that no longer exists, but everyone still talks about.
Yeah, it was the same as the like Nighttown, like the basement.
Yeah,
it's like the dark basement. And there's so many great parties over there, and it's like and now it's like the amazing Oriental supermarket. Like that whole venue.
Okay,
that was
well. There's stuff I can't tell you on camera, but there's some stuff I found out from the Gemeente about what's going on in Rotterdam. So it's going to be some interesting stuff. Some interesting stuff. Right, so I mean, is there anything that people wouldn't know about you? I know this is a bit of a boring question, but most people are going to know you for your music and whatever else. Are there any other interests? You go horse riding or sailing or kite surfing?
It's mainly like hoarding and
jungle.
Hoarding jungle. Comic books.
Oh, right. You never mentioned that. What comics are you into?
Mostly 90s indie comics, like Fantagraphics, drawn in quarterly, the type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, a bit boutiquey.
A bit weird.
Okay. So you're not. You weren't. See, I'm a bit of a sado Marvel guy.
Yeah,
but I just like the X titles, man.
Yeah, I used to read them as a kid, but then I discovered more like that, like the underground comics.
Yeah.
That's more
like American, like so. I mean, the only one that I really kind of read that was out of that was Cerebus. I don't know if you know Cerebus, the Aardvark.
Yeah.
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah,
that was
sort of those are great as well.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
And then there's like, and then when Image Comics started.
Yeah.
Like I was a big Spawn and Wildcats fan.
Yeah.
But they were all like kind of ex-Marvel and DC guys. You know what I mean?
But Image nowadays releases like some series that Fantagraphics used to release in the 90s. They started making follow-ups.
You see, Image. I'm so glad that Image existed because it was becoming very one-dimensional. Marvel at the time, I remember it was becoming very one-dimensional.
No, they did like one of my favorite comics is Minimum Wage.
Yeah. And
they like a couple of years ago they started releasing new series.
Through Image?
Yeah, through Image. Yeah.
Jesus, Image. I'm gonna have to. See, that's the thing. I can't. I've had to stop myself because I know because the thing is like I've got no money as it is. It's like I have to just resist. I get this. I had to unsubscribe from Forbidden Planet, which is like a massive.
I know.
Yeah. So I had to unsubscribe because it kept sending me stuff that it knew I'd want, and I just had to just because you just end up spending.
There's so much, so
I can't do records, and because I started buying techno as well.
Yeah.
So
I know the problem.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I'm trying to think what else. Is there anything else that you'd want the world to know about you? Really, not the world, but maybe just like these people.
No, I don't. Yeah, I really don't know. No. No,
that's all right.
No.
That's cool, man. Yeah. Well, look, man, this has been great to chat to you. I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Oh, damn it! I don't want to do that thing when we sign off and I'm like, oh fuck, I should have asked him about this. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I think we've pretty much covered everything. I mean, it's been amazing getting to know your music, and like I said in the research, and obviously, I mean, it's weird because you are known to a lot of people, and obviously being on such a major label like Planet Mu. But I think there's a lot of people in jungle. This is why I wanted to do this. A lot of people in jungle that may not have been aware of what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? And I'm very proud to say that, to have you on the show. So thank you very much for being on. And we'll catch you for the next one, guys. All the best. Peace.
Cheers.